This is an iHeart podcast. Guaranteed human.
With no fees or minimums on checking accounts, it's no wonder that Capital One Bank Guy is so passionate about banking with Capital One. If he were here, he wouldn't just tell you about no fees or minimums. He'd also tell you about how Capital One cafes are open 7 days a week to assist with your banking needs. Yep, even on weekends. It's pretty much all he talks about, in a good way. What's in your wallet? Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bankguy. Capital One N.A., member FDIC. Hey, and welcome to Short Stuff. I'm Josh. There's Chuck. There's Josh. And this is Short Stuff. Like I said twice now, I'm wasting time. Let's just go.
So this is about finding your worst nightmare realized.
This is pretty universal worst nightmare stuff.
Yes, this is about the idea that if you go to a hotel and you're sleeping and you get up in the morning and you're like, what is that weird smell? And you check out. You will probably never know this. I doubt if they would follow up and let you know. But there could be a dead body under that bed.
Yeah. And what's weird is this is an urban legend, very widespread one. Some friend of my cousin who he works with went to Vegas with his wife once. And
got on an elevator with Eddie Murphy?
Right. And he had a dog, and Eddie Murphy said, "Sit, lady," and the wife sat down, and Eddie Murphy said, "No, I was talking to my dog."
Oh, yeah.
And then paid off their mortgage.
That's right.
No, different than that, your cousin's friend, coworker, went to Vegas and this happened to him. What's weird about this, Chuck, is Snopes is on the case, and God bless Snopes for doing everything they do. They said, not only has this happened many times over. This is one of those rare urban legends that is actually true.
That's right. In a lot of hotels, it's sort of a platformy box spring situation where there is a cavernous area under the box spring, but above that platform that turns out is just right for storing a body.
Yeah, every criminal knows. You want to store a body? Every motel in America has you covered.
Pretty much. Should we go through some of these?
I think we should because, again, this has happened many times. One of the first ones Snopes talks about happened in 2003 at the Capri Motel in downtown Kansas City. And one of the recurring themes that I've seen, Chuck, is management sometimes won't do anything. They'll be like, sorry, nothing can be done. This is the only room we have. You have to stay here. And people will stay there despite the stench of what turns out to be a decomposing body, like in this case.
Yeah, a dead thing is a very specific smell. I would not, for 1 second, even unpack my suitcase and give it a shot. Right.
Well, this guy in Kansas City not only unpacked his suitcase, after complaining about the room and being told nothing could be done about it, he stayed there for 3 nights. From July 10th to July 13th, and finally checked out because of the smell.
Yeah.
And I looked on those dates in 2003 in Kansas City, it got up to around 90.
Oh, good Lord.
So I'll bet it was pretty smelly. And finally, housekeeping was like, well, let's figure out what this is. And they lifted up the mattress, and there was a body in the state of advanced decomposition.
June 1999, a 64-year-old named Saul Hernandez was discovered inside and under a bed at the Burgundy Motor Inn. I hate calling out these hotels, but I guess it is what it is.
Room 112.
Yeah, this gets really specific.
Yeah.
Don't say they're in Atlantic City. In fact, it's Atlantic City, so it may not even be there at this point.
Yeah, I was wondering that myself.
But a German couple, God bless them, they didn't know any better. They spent the night there, sleeping over his body. They complained to the manager about the smell. They said, Mein Gott, do something about it. And that's when they found the body.
Yeah, German tourists are a recurring motif in this urban legend come to life because in 1994 in Florida, there were 2 cases in Florida in 1994 alone, and both of them were bodies that were discovered after complaints from German tourists. So they have really bad luck with this kind of stuff.
Lovely Pasadena, California, the wonderful Colorado Boulevard Travel Lodge. In July 1996, a woman was found under a mattress. They discovered her 10 days later. After guests had complained for several days of a foul odor. At this point, I would think if someone says there's a bad smell, I would just immediately assume it's a body and look.
Yeah, you'd think it would be like a recurring kind of like column that pops up in like the Hotel Times or, Motel Industry News magazine or something like that.
Yeah.
But I guess not. because it still continues. The Snopes traced it all the way back to, I think, 1982 was the first report that they mentioned. I don't know if it was the first time it's ever happened, but between 1982 and 2010, they found 10 cases. And this is not just a body being discovered in a hotel room. Apparently that happens multiple times a day, everywhere in the world, I guess, from what this looks like. But what Snopes is saying is like, no, we got to stick to the urban legend where the body was discovered because somebody slept above it overnight. Yeah. And at least 10 times between 82 and 2010, that happened.
Yeah, and that's, that cut it off, like you said, in 2010. If you just Google a dead body hotel mattress, that happens a lot still.
Yeah.
There was one in Austin last year, one the year before somewhere else. I can't remember.
Yeah.
But they're kind of all over the place.
Yeah, it seems like an annual event, like the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade or something.
Yeah. One smells way worse than the other. I'll let you guess.
Yeah. So do you want to take a break and come back a little bit?
Yeah, we'll come back in a second and talk a little bit about another way that bodies find their way to hotel rooms.
Hey everybody, we're here to talk to you about Wayfair, who believes that spaces should be functional, they should be comfortable, they should be well designed, and they can be well designed by you with their help.
Your updated space should feel more comfortable, inviting, and practical for everyday use. And we're talking about outdoor seating. We're talking about grills. We're talking about major appliances. If you need storage solutions, Wayfair can help you out. Patio lighting, rugs, decor. It is your one-stop shop for home.
Yeah. I mean, it's getting nice out, so it's time to think about living outdoors for the next few months. And Wayfair knows that outdoor furniture, it's heavy, it's intimidating to assemble. So Wayfair has stepped in and said, we're going to handle the hard part so you don't have to.
That's right. You can shop Wayfair Verified, your shortcut to the good stuff. And that means their team of product specialists are going to vet everything by hand using a 10-point inspection, testing things like, quality materials, functionality and features, and even how long it takes to build that piece of furniture. And the overall experience save time, reduce hassle, and improved convenience.
Patio season is here, and these deals won't last. So head to wayfair.com right now to get your outdoor space ready for way less. That's WAYFAIR.com.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
Hey everybody, I want to talk to you a little bit about Tide Evo because it represents over 10 years of innovation and product development. Tide Evo is a first-of-its-kind technology where tens of thousands of minuscule fibers are spun together to form a 6 times powerful layer packed with scrubbers, brighteners, pre-treaters, and fresheners. And that's going to deliver a breakthrough clean that's so powerful it feels like magic.
Yeah, it is kind of like magic. Tide Evo is revolutionary. A 100% concentrated, waterless laundry tile that's made of compressed microfiber soap layers rather than liquid or powder. And it's not like pods or sheets because it uses 6 layers of detergent fibers to deliver superior cold water cleaning without plastic packaging of any kind. And it provides a mess-free, lightweight solution that dissolves lickety-split. So whenever you run into a laundry challenge, turn to Tide Evo. It's revolutionary. It's magic. Try new Tide Evo. Real laundry magic.
So what we talked about before was specifically, like you said, the urban legend of bodies under a mattress, under a box spring. My thought was like, how are they getting there? The answer is they're all murder cases, generally.
Pretty much murder, or say like a couple of people are partying in a hotel and one of them dies and the other one doesn't want to like get questioned. So
put him under the mattress, man.
Stash the body.
Yeah,
because I think there's two things about this, right? There's people, like average people who check into a hotel, people like you and me. We stay in hotels, we stay in motels, right? Mm-hmm. Sleeping unknowingly above, just inches above a decomposing body.
It's so
that's
creepy.
Part one that's horrible. But I think the second part of it that makes it so horrible is like the indignity of having your body just stuffed under a mattress in a seedy hotel, you know?
Yeah.
So I think those two things combined, and the fact that it actually happens in real life is just, it makes it horrific.
Well, one of the other ways a body, very sadly, can be found in a hotel and not under a mattress is obviously suicide. People apparently check into hotels to do this a lot for obvious reasons. You don't want your family to have a mess necessarily. Another reason is to avert exposure maybe to the media. And I think it just sort of gets buried in the news if it's just a random hotel suicide kind of thing. Casinos apparently have the highest suicide rate, and Las Vegas has the highest suicide rate in the country.
I could see that if like you just lost a bunch of money.
That has something to do with it. They said that's not all of it, but a lot of people show up in Vegas desperate and destitute, trying to gamble their way back to, not necessarily even prosperity.
Oh man, that is a sad scene you just painted.
Yeah, but you were joking in the thing about it being in the hotel industry. There was an article called How to Properly Respond to a Guest Death in Your Hotel, published in a journal for hotel managers that I found. And they said a big thing in Vegas is and most big hotels now don't let you just open the windows.
No.
But a lot of them do have balconies still. Vegas, they don't even have balconies because of the suicide problem. So they said that leads some people to make a final leap like in an atrium-style lobby. And he says in this article that hotel managers should keep a very large, dark-colored tarp made of impermeable material on hand and available at all times.
Oh, my gosh.
Just so you can run out there very quickly and cover that mess up.
So, but not only the mess, it's really dangerous. I mean, people walk through atriums, Like, that's really irresponsible.
Yeah, you could land on someone, obviously.
Yeah.
And I imagine that would probably kill both people.
Yes, I would think so, too.
And we did an episode on crime scene cleanup. 99 times out of 100, that's what's going on here. If something happens in a hotel room, there's a guy in a San Francisco-based company called Crime Scene Cleaners that he said that hotel chains are his biggest clients and that suicide cleanups is most of his business.
I mean, it definitely makes sense in a very grisly way, like not wanting to put your family through that. But unfortunately, you're putting some housekeeper through it.
Yeah,
unnecessarily.
The good news is that almost everything is thrown away. That they're not just like pull the sheets and we'll wash them.
They're like, this pillowcase is still mostly good.
Yeah, they don't rip up the part of the carpet that's stained. They kind of gut the place basically. Sometimes even the drywall. They get rid of all the clock radio and everything because they were like, if there's a little tiny piece of brain that you don't notice on something that heats up like via electricity.
Oh man,
that'll stink.
Plus it could be haunted now.
It's obviously haunted.
Right.
But those are in like decent hotels that even like kind of cruddy hotel chains I think still do a good job.
Yeah.
The scary part is if it happens in a really not great place, because there's a Reddit thread called Tales from the Front Desk.
Oh, I've got to get on that.
Where, no, don't do it, dude. You'll never tour again. You'll never leave your house because these are all insider stories. And this one guy was like, a guy died by suicide on my shift. The owner found out how much it cost for a professional cleanup, and he said to flip the mattress.
No.
Yes.
No.
Pretty sad.
Did they ever say where they worked? Is
I don't know.
Anonymous.
I think it's this one was anonymous.
Man.
This is just a hotel house cleaner. And the other thing, too, is I guess we can close with is when people decide to do this, oftentimes they pick like the best room, the nicest suite.
Oh, yeah.
Because they don't have to pay for it.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, that's
So don't think if you're getting the high roller suite that your room is safe from ghosts.
Right. Wow. That's something else, Chuck. You really brought it.
Thank you.
Well, since Chuck brought it and we're out of info, that's it for Short Stuff. So Short Stuff is out.
Stuff You Should Know is a production of iHeartRadio's How Stuff Works. For more podcasts from iHeartRadio, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you listen to your favorite shows.